Hey, it must be Tuesday. Welcome back. Glad you're here. If you want to send us an email, and we sure enjoy getting them, send them to tuesday@bransonauction.com. And I'd like to introduce you to another feature car. This is a 1967 Austin Healey 3000 Mark III. But let's go back a little bit and see where all this came from. World War II ended in 1945. Japanese surrendered, things changed. It was a couple, 3 years before the Cold War started. And all of Europe was bombed out. I mean, the roads were terrible, the economy was terrible, they were rebuilding Europe, not the least of which they were rebuilding England. Well, by 1954, Donald Healey, who later became Sir Donald Healey. Incidentally, I had the great pleasure of meeting Sir Donald Healey and his son Jeffrey in the early 80s. And if there were ever two gentlemen, those two were. A fellow named Sir Leonard Lord convinced Donald Healey to let the company Austin manufacture this new car that Donald Healey had designed, the Healey 104. Healey agreed to that, and that started a revolution in the sports car industry in 1954. Now understand, that's just 9 years after the end of World War II. But Donald Healey put in the styling of a true British sports car. Started out with a 4-cylinder, later went to a 6. So there we had the 104, the 104LM, the 104S. Then we went to the Austin Healey 3000, and then the 3000 Mark I, Mark II, and Mark III. It was a fantastic worldwide success. Everybody fell in love with this car. Not only did they fall in love with it, but they raced it. Now, you have to understand that Donald Healey himself, he was a racer at heart. Donald Healey won the Monte Carlo Rally in 1931. The design, the power, and everything that he put into these Austin Healeys is reflective of his time as a competitor. He knew what sports car enthusiasts wanted, and he gave it to them. That's fantastic, and it was a worldwide success as far as sales went. Now, things changed. Later on, the British motor industry started to fail overall. Most people agree that it was because of British government regulations. So Austin Healey was merged, I think, first with BMC, and then with Jaguar, and then with British Holdings, or British Motor Holdings, or something like that. And it just went down, 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 and down. And finally, as we know, the British motoring industry is just about extinct. You know, if you want to quote me, oh no, there's Rolls-Royce and there's Bentley. Well, those are built by Volkswagen and BMW. So there are some British cars being built now, and some fantastic ones. Plus, McLaren is still headquartered there, and a lot of other the racing cars. But hopefully, just as they have recently done with MG, they are going to resurrect the Healey name. And Donald Healey and Jeffrey Healey, what they contributed to the industry, it would be really, really great to see that name back on the automotive map again. Their first car was introduced at the Earl's Court Motor Show in 1952. That was the Austin Healey 104. Their last car was built, I believe, in the 70s. 72 rings a bell. We need to have cars like this back again. This is an Austin Healey 3000 Mark III. It's in the auction April 2021. It's a featured car then. And if you love British sports cars as much as I do, take a very close look at this one, because it's got everything you want in a British sports car. Hope to see you again soon. Have a great day.